What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the game between Manchester City and Brighton. So the Etihad Stadium, it's City taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. It's first place taking on 10th. Wednesday, April 20th, 2022, with an 8 PM BST kickoff time. It is a big game. It's a big do. But before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, I've recently made a TikTok. Go and follow me on there. That'd be much appreciated. Having lots of fun creating some videos on there. Link to that in the description. Email also in the description if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 100 likes once more is the like goal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by kitbag.com. This video is brought to you by kitbag.com, who are offering you a Fanatics experience. You can buy all the latest Manchester City shirts, shorts, socks and much more when it comes to City memorabilia. You can buy all the latest kits for this season. You can also find previous season's kits as well as the new releases of City shirts for next season when they are released. You will get a fantastic deal with lots of affordable prices and discount codes available to ensure you get the best deal. You will also find access to other teams' memorabilia too, including those based in the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, other kits from teams around the world, international kits, as well as options for men, women and children. What are you waiting for? All links and details are in the description. And yes, I did get my 1956 Manchester City FA Cup winners retro jersey from here. Thank you very much to Kitbag for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out all their merchandise, including all their City stuff and other football team stuff as well, then just go and press that link at the top of my description and go and make use of some of the great deals that they've got over there. Rightio then, Brighton 10th in the Premier League, sitting on 40 points. They're safe. They're 12 points behind 7th and a potential European place. This being their game in hand as well. Win this, they're 9 points behind. To me, unless Brighton win every single game, which would take them on to 58 points, they're not going to have European football next season. To me, it's unlikely that they make the top 7, even if they do win every single game. It does mean that they've got nothing to play for. It means there's no pressure on them. They just want to go out there and make a statement. That means dangerous for us. Have a look at the last couple of games away from home. Arsenal beat them. Arsenal had something to play for. Top 4 football. Brighton stung them. Tottenham Hotspur at the weekend, away from home, once more. Tottenham, top 4, something to play for. Brighton, nothing to play for. Stung them, beat them. This is a dangerous game for Manchester City. There is no room for complacency here. There must be a very strong 11 out from Manchester City. None of the rotation, strongest 11 out. Get them out. Get them 3 points and assess again at the weekend. Take things a game at a time. But Brighton, my conclusion, no mugs at all. Graham Potter knows what he's doing. He's a good manager. There's a reason why Brighton, the last 3 games, they are unbeaten, with winning their last 2 as well. 2 very difficult away games against Arsenal and against Tottenham. Looking at the odds, Brighton, they're 16-1 to win this game on Sky Bet. It's 6-1 for the draw. Manchester City are 6-1 on to win this game. So City are firm favourites. I wouldn't rule out Brighton at all. This is a very dangerous game for Manchester City. However, in the reverse fixture back in October, away from home on the south coast, Manchester City did beat Brighton by 4-1. So, assessing the situation, where are the dangers here for Brighton? Well, we could see Mac Allister starting in attack. It's going to be one of Mwepu, who started against Tottenham, or Danny Welbeck potentially starting up top. The danger man, Trossard, he's starting probably on the left wing. He's the man that grabbed the late goal against Tottenham. He's the man that Manchester City need to deal with. We could see Lamptey starting on the right-hand side. I'm expecting to see Bissouma starting in defensive midfield. Brighton do play with a back three, so I am expecting to see Veltman Cucurella and Dunk all starting at the back with Sanchez starting in goal. All in all, not a bad team. They work hard, which means it's dangerous for Manchester City. We need to match them for desire and intensity if we are to win this game. Like every single Premier League game, we must be clinical if we do want to win this game. First goal here, very important. It's crucial. If Manchester City do get that first goal, we need to be pushing for a second. Brighton, they're very good at keeping things close and keeping things tight. To be honest, I don't want any anxiety inside the stadium. I don't want any of that. Go and get the job done. Now, in terms of permutations, Liverpool, they played before Manchester City, so anything other than a Manchester United win, which is who Liverpool are playing at Anfield on Tuesday night, will send Liverpool top. We must presume Liverpool win that game. That means we go 2 points behind Liverpool, with Liverpool having a better goal difference. City have got 7 games. This is our game in hand. We've got a couple of game in hands actually. Wolves away and Brighton here at home. We must win this game. This is the first of 7 massive Premier League Cup finals, and I suspect we're going to have to win them all if we want to lift the Premier League trophy in May. I don't want any squad rotation here. In my opinion, go and do that against Watford. We've got Real Madrid coming up on the Tuesday after that game. Rotate at the weekend against Watford. To me, Brighton are more dangerous than Watford. Watford, they play more open. They're not as good as Brighton right now. They're not as good with their form either. To me, that Watford game suits us. It suits us really well. Brighton, they're defensive. They know how to defend. They know how to keep things tight. They make life very difficult for us. There's going to be a lot of running. Man City are going to need their creative juices flowing and then some to break down this stubborn team. So the way we do that, move the ball quickly, attack them, be creative and push some more. City's form, not great. Last 3 games in all competitions, we haven't won any of them. Draw against Liverpool last weekend in the Premier League. Drew against Atletico Madrid, which was a good result. It meant that Manchester City went through to the Champions League semi-final. And then we lost at the weekend against Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final after we decided to do some rotation. Which means, hopefully, we will have our first team out here, and with us rotating in the FA Cup game, it means that we should have a first team out, which will help us towards our goal of winning this game. To me, I feel like we sacrificed the FA Cup, and the only way I'm accepting sacrificing the biggest domestic cup competition in the world, even when we got to the semi-final, a big day out at Wembley, the only way I accept that is winning the Premier League. So we need to make that count. Now, in terms of team news, Gundogan, he had a small knock, did make the bench against Liverpool at the weekend. I can see him starting here. Kyle Walker, I'll be honest, I'm just not sure about. Don't have any update. My honest opinion on this, I don't think it's as serious as what other people might think. He was tested to potentially make the squad for the FA Cup game, but he didn't make the squad, so he might make the squad here. If he does, I wouldn't start him. I'd bring him... I won't even feature him if I'm completely honest. If he's fit to go at the weekend, I'd bring him off the bench, get 30 minutes in his legs, get him going against Madrid, because he's going to be important with Cancelo being suspended. De Bruyne, in better news, did make the City squad. He was on the bench then. I'd put him on the bench here and I'd bring him on after an hour, get 30 minutes in his legs, see how he gets along. If he gets along okay, start him against Watford, give him 60 minutes, bring him off, ready to start and do a full 90 minutes against Real Madrid. I've got a feeling though rotation is going to become key, so keeping players sharp, the squad rotated players, is going to be very important, and the only way we keep these players sharp is with game time. So I am expecting Man City to maybe be making well, obviously a lot of changes from the FA Cup game, but from our normal usual strongest starting 11, I am expecting maybe 2 or 3 players to potentially either sit on the bench or see some players rotated, just with the big games coming up in mind, in particular that Real Madrid game, and with Cancelo being suspended, we don't know about the fitness of Walker. We're going to have to start testing players at left back to see who's going to be comfortable playing at left back for that game should the worst case scenario come. Cole Palmer, He's training. He wasn't in the squad in the last game. Maybe he makes the squad for this game. He won't be starting in this game. And the last big question, Ruben Dias. He needs minutes. He's going to be key for Manchester City from now until the end of the season. He's been back for the last few weeks, so I'd be starting him in this game and see how he gets along. So, with all that team news in mind, I am going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Cancelo left back, and I'm going for Zinchenko at left back. Give him a test, see how he gets along at left back, and then against Watford at the weekend, I'd be starting Ake at left back and seeing who performs the best there for Manchester City. Diaz needs to start, he needs minutes. John Stones needs a rest, so I'd give him a rest. Diaz and Laporte are my two centre-backs for this game. Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva are my three central midfielders for this game. I'm going for Mahrez on the right wing, Raheem Sterling on the left wing, Phil Foden going through the middle. It does mean that if we need them, Jack Grealish, Gabriel Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne, all options from the bench. Now, my betting tips for this game. I'm not sure. I think this might be both teams to score, but I'm not going to put that as my tip because I'm just not sure. I do think this will be a pretty tight game. It wouldn't surprise me if there was to be even a 1-0 in this. I'm going for a 3-1 victory here for Manchester City. I think City are going to get the job done. That's my score prediction. But that's just, I think Manchester City are going to try and come at Brighton like a whirlwind. And if Brighton can sit firm and weather the Manchester City storm, particularly the first phase of the game, the first 10, 15 minutes, and they can keep it tight, then Brighton will want to, as the game goes on, start to have that game to open up and start thinking about hurting Manchester City on the counter-attack. After all, they grabbed a late goal against Tottenham. They might be looking to try and sucker punch Manchester City here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a 1-0 even for either team, but I'm going for 3-1 to Manchester City, so I do think it will be both teams to score, but I'm not going to put that as my betting tip. My betting tip, I'm going to go for Raheem Sterling to score any time for Manchester City, and I think there's going to be over 4.5 yellow cards in this game as well. So that's my betting tip for this game. Do, like always, wait until the teams have been announced before placing any bets on individual players. Don't waste money when players aren't starting. Wait until them teams have been announced. If Fernandinho starts in this game, I don't think he will, but if he does, I'd be placing a lot of money on him getting yellow carded because he just loves yellow cards. Fernandinho to be carded any time, to me, if he's starting, is guaranteed money. But yeah, and always do, if you are going to gamble, make sure you do gamble responsibly. So, Liverpool, they go first for once. I'm wanting Manchester United to win on Tuesday. So Anfield, anything can happen. I'm sitting in hope more than expectation for that game. And for us, we've got it in our own hands. We need to respond. We exited out the FA Cup. We rotated. We paid the price. The price that I'm happy to accept is winning the Premier League. And in my opinion, we only win the Premier League if we win this game against Brighton. Once that's done, we must win against Watford as well at the weekend. Once they're done, focus turns to the Champions League and just assess the Premier League game after game after game. Liverpool go first, so do keep an eye out for that game. And Manchester City just can't afford to be focusing on things like Real Madrid next midweek. We need to be focusing here on the Premier League. We've got our next 3 games in all competitions at home. We need to make that count. Now for this game, it isn't live in the UK as far as I am aware. Why? It's a huge game. I can't make sense of that. So it looks like if you're watching in the UK, you are going to be doing what everyone else is going to be doing, which is finding a stream for the game. Anyone that is going to the game, do enjoy yourself. I will be doing a live stream watch along for you guys to enjoy. So if you can't watch the game or you can't find it, then could just come and watch my live watch along. I'll be covering it all with my commentary, my opinions, and what's happening in the game, including my reactions. I will have the link out to my live stream. That will be out tonight for you to go and set your reminders. I will be live on Wednesday at 7:30 PM BST for you guys to look forward to. Let's go. Basically 7 cup finals in the Premier League. It starts here. So if you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. 100 likes is the aim. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Less than 200 subs away from 23,000 subscribers, so if we could hit that ASAP, that would be great. 25k is the overall aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come as we get to the running towards the end of the season. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My partner channel links, they're in the description. TikTok, if you want to go and follow me on there, that's in the description. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And on a last note, I want to give a big thank you to today's video sponsor, kitbag.com. Link is in the description. Any interaction towards clicking that link and buying anything off there would be much appreciated, as it does help to support the future content created here on my channel. We've got lots of good deals, including lots of Manchester City official merchandise for you to go and check out. And I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.